All right, so guess who I have on here with me today on this second episode of my newly revamped podcast.
Ooh.
I have my lovely husband, Emil.
Lovely. I don't think you ever described me that way before. Lovely. Okay.
And we're going to talk about parenting and some parenting advice. We actually parent quite different.
She parents. I'm a kid. I play.
No, but we do have some parenting advice I think that we can share with our listeners, and I think it would be really helpful.
Okay. Yeah. I think so. It's something I got to think about because...
What? I think it's very simple. I think first and foremost, we have always valued the importance of supporting and listening to our children.
Of course, yes.
I do most of the listening. You do most of the playing.
Yeah. That's support, no?
Yes. And I wrote down some other parenting tips that I think that we really,
Need to.
That we prioritize.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
I think we've been really great at setting limits and being consistent with our discipline. Like, I'm pretty consistent with it. They know not to mess with me.
I do too. I don't mess with you as well. No, I think there's being consistent with our messages to them, and consistent with sleep. I think sleep we've made it a very important value, and making sure they have a proper routine to sleep. And
yeah, but even with how we discipline them, I think it's important that we're pretty consistent. I think we've shown that too. We also make time for our kids. We're also very present. I think that's very evident in when people see us, they know that we're always present when our kids are around. We always make time for them.
I'm definitely present outside when we're running around
Wow.
and playing tag. You, maybe not so much.
That's not true.
Probably. You're watching from afar.
No, I am. I try my best to be present and make time for them. We've also actually never left our kids for overnight.
No. Well, no. There's one day.
No, it was like less than 24 hours.
Was less than...
We went to a wedding in Ottawa, and then we came back within 24 hours. That was the one
Literally.
time. Otherwise, we've never left the kids. We've always loved. We enjoy traveling with them. I
love going on
sharing
vacation.
experiences with them. It's that for us, I think, is something we hold very high on our priority list, which is like taking them with us when we travel.
Yeah. So when you say we, it's we both together.
Yes.
Usually one of us. We do have vacations away.
Yeah, we have done vacations away separately.
Always one of us is always with the kids at
Yes.
least. But it's very few and far between when we do that, right? We make sure that we're always present.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I thought I said that. I thought I made that one up. Okay, maybe I didn't.
So I think the other thing that we do really well is that we're very good role models. Like we show them the importance of health, prioritizing self-care, because I've always said to you, kids will do what they see, not what they hear. And I fall victim to sometimes telling them things, but I think our actions really...
I think so. Yeah, with myself playing soccer and Harper and now Noah following suit, I think, and being active. I mean, it's a sure tell that you are very active, and they want to be as active as you and I, and they.
So I think we are a good role model, and we also, I think, we make communication a priority. I mean, you're not very good at it, but I.
How so? I make all the attempts to try to talk with you at night now.
Now.
No,
but with the kids, we also we tell Harper to tell us how she's feeling, to talk about it. We encourage her. She journals every night.
Yep.
We also every night we ask them. This is something we've been doing since they were babies. We ask them to tell us something that they're grateful for that day. So every night we pray.
That's right.
And then we ask them, what are you grateful for today? And so I think that's part of communication, because we're getting them to tell us how they feel, what they appreciate in life. And I think that's really important.
That's true.
I think another parenting tip would be showing that your love is unconditional. And I think we've been really over the top with showing our love for our kids.
Yeah,
through words, through physical
touch. I can't not go a day without kissing them.
Yeah.
and hugging them and telling them.
I don't think we really grew up with like a lot of like I don't remember my mom really hugging me quite often.
Yeah, I can't remember the early years, but certainly not in the late years. But maybe that was because we grew up and we're like, don't, ew, gross.
No, but I think for us, like we really hug and kiss our kids all the time, like all the time.
And I want to keep that going, and I keep telling him too all the time, like if and when you get older, you're still holding my hand. I don't care. And they say this now, like, yeah, of course, but I know there's going to come a time, and I'm going to cry inside, maybe outside too.
And I think, but also honoring what they say, and this comes back to saying supporting and listening to your child. Yes. So when they don't want to, if they're not in the mood, then they're not in the mood. And I know there's been instances where Harper's like, I need time, close their door, just give me some time, and I have to honor that and listen to her, and I give her the space that she needs. And then
we've learned the hard way with that though, right? Like we've been in her face and just like trying to like
and
talk to her, and then she was just like no, and we have to understand that everyone deals with issues and things differently, and so I think we evolve to that, right? So,
and I think what's really helped with Harper, and I encourage other parents to try this too, is getting them to practice some type of mindfulness.
Right.
Harper has really gotten. I mentioned a gratitude journal, but she also has learned to meditate, and doesn't mean sitting there in silence for 10 minutes. It could be 1 minute. It could be listening to a guided meditation, which we often do with Harper, and we're starting to do with Noah. And I think that's something that all parents should try to incorporate into their routine, is really, starting with those guided meditations, even if it's just for a minute, and having someone talk them through like a mindfulness journey. And I think that's helped Harper learn how to cope with very tense situations, and also for us learning how to deal with her when she's going through these moments. So my parenting advice there is really just to be kind to ourselves, because sometimes we're learning as parents that we can't treat them a certain way, that they're trying to learn as they grow, and we're also learning, so we have to be patient.
Yeah, and we got to be mindful that no one's perfect. And people are going to make mistakes, and you got to learn to forgive and make sure that love conquers it all, right? So, and we do that.
What I noticed though in our family, we're also really good at forgiving and also saying sorry.
Yeah,
Harper does that often. Sometimes she catches herself
right after. Oh, I'm so sorry. After explosions, right?
Yeah, so. She does with Noah get really upset often, and she'll say sorry. And the other thing I would say for parenting advice is really nurturing, obviously, that sibling relationship, but I think we all do naturally. But Harper, even despite the age gap, they're very close and loving, and I think that stems from us showing a lot of love in the house and being present. As much as you say I'm not present, I am present.
Yes, you are. I know. I'm just joking.
Mm-hmm.
Relax.
I guess so. To sum it up, I think it's really listening, supporting your child, honoring what they're saying, being a good role model first and foremost, and loving your child unconditionally while being present and incorporating play. Look at that.
Exactly what you said. You took the words out of my mouth. Wow. I couldn't even get a word in, but yes, exactly. Well summed up.
And next time you're going to have to tell the everyone who's listening how we met, because I tried to tell the story and I said it all wrong. I said I didn't give it any justice.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a great story. But yeah, that's for another time.
It's for another time. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.